When Daniel and I moved into our Airstream Classic, it was perfect for 2 people. And as you can see, our lives have changed a little bit since then. And now, it's starting to feel a little more tight, because this little guy comes with a lot of accoutrements. So we're seriously thinking that maybe it's time to revisit our rig. This week, we're camping with our friends Devan and Jameson from Outdoors Inn, and they have the Airstream model layout with the office setup. And it's one of the most common models that we hear that might actually work for our family. So today, we're gonna go tour their rig, check it out, and see if it might accommodate us and Baby Dash for the next phase of our lives. Somebody woke up. I think he's excited not only to see his friends, but check out this new rig. All right, buddy. I hear a puppy.
Well, hello.
Welcome.
How's it going, y'all?
You didn't keep your shoes on, honestly, because it's going to be very gritty.
A little bit.
As we mentioned.
That's okay, that's okay. Like, introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about your channel.
I'm Jameson, this is Devan, and we are Outdoors Inn. We have been full-time Airstreaming for about 1.5 years, and so we started in 27-foot Globetrotter, and now we are in a 30-foot office.
And how long have y'all been in this unit?
Since September, right? Or did we pick it up October?
Yep. You want to tell them why we're in this unit?
Yeah, maybe 4 months-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 months around. Yeah, and we had the Globetrotter and we loved it, honestly. So making a switch was kind of a hard decision, but got this guy coming along. So we're about 30 weeks pregnant, and the thing with the 27-foot Globe, as much as we loved it, it was kind of like one long hallway, and we couldn't envision, I mean, there just wasn't space to like put anything really for a baby. So we started thinking, hey, do we switch kinds of rig, or do we just change format? What do we do here? And we landed on the office to kind of renovate that space as a baby space. So
I love it. Well, that's kind of our problem, right? Even with the Classic, it's like basically one big hallway. We've got this like tiny piece of floor space, and that's it. So,
when you first walk in, you've got like that nice, but that's kind of the room that you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So we're super pumped to get to see you guys. I'm already like really excited about this layout. Wait a second. We did not introduce the puppy.
No.
This is the Dublin. Say hi, bud.
He was the most important, now he's second most.
That's totally fair.
Seems to be sad.
Let's see. Should we have you introduce the bedroom? Because as a previously pregnant human, I know how fun it is to get around the bed.
Don't zoom in on this. This is tore up because of our dogs. We've got full panoramic windows, which we love. And you know, two nightstands with storage underneath on both of them, and then typical in most Airstreams, you've got storage up here. So this is where we keep a lot of our clothes that we fold. My side, Devan's side. You can judge who's neater.
One thing I will say is I love the fact that these still flip up, because that's what our Classic does. And we've heard a lot of Airstreamers recently talking about the ones that slide back and forth, and that they really don't like those. They like this style better. Yeah. And so that's something that I would definitely want to keep if we were to move into a new Airstream. So I'm happy to see that those are here.
Yes. The only thing we miss is the backlight that turns on. That happens in the Globetrotter, and I think in y'all's too.
Okay, so Phil the door guy gave us a hack for that.
That's right.
There are these really cool lights on Amazon. You can actually find them on our Amazon store.
Okay.
And you can put them up there to fix that problem.
That's a great idea. And we're actually going to go meet up with him maybe today.
Yeah.
And he's going to fix our door, and maybe we'll get
the tips.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Phil the door guy is the best. Okay, so y'all have a TV back here.
Yep.
Yes.
This is like the only place where we actually watch TV.
Okay.
Now that we have a mini human. So love that. How about these side tables? Do y'all use them very regularly?
We use the tables. I don't think either one of us access what's inside the...
Yeah, they're just kind of...
it's just like extra.
When we first moved in, like junk storage right now.
Okay.
But ideally, that's a great place to keep things. We just haven't sorted it. But we definitely use these side tables. They're a great height. And you guys have the, what is it called? The Brooklyn bedding too.
Yes.
The tall one. So I think it's a really good size for the mattress too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Does the bed come up just
Yes.
like it does in our classic?
Yep, so it pops up. You've got that middle section below and then the 2 beds on either side.
Yeah, that makes sense. So when y'all had your first Airstream, was the bed in the front like it was in this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so our bed has always been in the back.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting. I like the front because one of the things that we typically see is when you have a back end site, your views are in the back.
Yes.
And right now, that's not really a space we use on a regular basis. Like a
Right.
lot of the times in our bedroom, we don't even open the shades because it's only like the place where we change and like get
Right.
ready for the day.
Yeah.
So we miss that view. So I like the fact that the bedroom is in the front of this unit.
Totally agree. Yeah, that was something we were worried about losing when we moved out of the Globetrotter because that was when we had the double panoramic. So like you could open up the bedroom area, open up the back, and it was just like full light across, you know, through and through.
Yep.
But what's nice is with this one, you do still maintain, like when you're working all day in the office, you have the back into the view situation.
In the previous year model has a floor to ceiling closet, which we thought we were gonna miss.
Yeah.
Well, we were like, oh man, like we would love that extra storage.
Space, yeah.
But what do you think?
I think I'm happy we have the windows. We have plenty of storage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's something else that we've really, I mean, like, we've looked at a lot of different rigs. Because at this point, even though we love the Airstream, we love the quality, we feel like we have to be open. That's kind of like a life motto for us, open-mindedness. So, but that being said, these windows are like the one thing, like the lighting in the Airstreams is so hard to beat when you look at like a fifth wheel or almost any other rig.
Yep.
So I think this is beautiful. And I also love the really exposed aluminum, which y'all have here that is not in our classic.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah, they
that.
had the padding, right?
Yep, we have the boxed windows, which is really great for insulation, and it does great from like a blackout curtain perspective.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give you this look.
Gotcha.
So with these particular curtains, do they do a good job of blocking out the light, or?
They do. They're a little bit different than the ones we had previously, aren't they, James? So show that.
Yes.
There's actually 2 compartments in that. I'll take some
I've got
baby
to
duty.
keep Dash up.
New friend.
Okay, so yeah, our Globetrotter had 1 piece, and this one's 2, so it's kind of weird. But you know, so you got to like maneuver it over. But
Okay.
yeah.
Does it do a good job of blocking the light out?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just always kind of like, okay, is this totally sealed? Okay.
Okay, that makes
Can
perfect
they see
sense.
through that crack? Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay, love it.
Dub loves babies.
Oh, hi, Dublin. Hi, baby.
You're about to have a little bud, a little full-time bud.
Dash loves puppies, too. So, tell me about what you have set up here in the entryway, because I love this.
Okay, this is huge to me. So, in our old rig, we did not have a place to just come in and drop stuff off. So, we were constantly kind of just putting things in random places and feeling a little messy about it. And then we did not have a place to put coats. So, we tried to keep them in our bedroom or just wherever they fell when you walk in and you're like, okay, I guess it's going on the couch for 5 days.
Yep.
So, I absolutely love this feature in this one, that you have a dedicated place to throw things when you walk in.
I love that.
So, yeah, all the coats, all the bags, dog leashes, keys, all of the above. It's really nice.
That's fantastic, because our Airstream has a place where we've set it up that we can put 2 pairs of shoes and keys, and that's it. So we do have the 5-day coat problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
You're like, maybe it'll keep me simple, but then it doesn't, and you end up just the bulk and the mess anyway.
Yep,
So,
absolutely. Y'all have more seating in here than we do by a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell me a little bit about how y'all use this space.
Yeah, so this has been really nice. So we weren't really sure how we were going to like this configuration, to be honest. So I even joked with James. I mean, I wasn't joking at that point, but I thought, okay, when we get this U-shaped couch, I don't think I'm going to like it. Actually, I think I want to take it out and do something totally different with this space. I thought we were going to, like, put a table against the window and, like, open up the floor. And he was like, maybe let's just see about it when we get it.
Yeah.
And we actually really like this setup. So we have this couch across the way, so a long bench seat here, and then a big U-shaped couch. We've had family and friends over, you know, in our old one and our new one, and what they have said every time they walk in is it just feels much more open in here.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, and then we'll have, you know, people hanging out here and then sitting over here, and so it never feels crowded. Like, we have this very communal space where no one feels claustrophobic, and it's like Yeah, we can hang out.
I love it.
Yeah. And so people can sit over there, be using that table for like their drinks and food, and then, you know, you can sit across the way and you all kind of feel like you have your own space.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Nice. So talk to us about the storage in this area, because storage is definitely part of our question around what is our new rig.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like you have enough storage right now, or like no? Okay.
And we're super minimalist. Like, we have definitely not subscribed to the lifestyle of like baby means like tons and tons of stuff.
Yeah.
But there's still a storage problem.
Okay, so this is nice. So it's really twofold. So what we were really excited about was the entire length of our trailer basically has this overhead storage. So that's been nifty. I will say these are a bit shallower than the previous. So I don't know if that would be the same for you guys. And what, you know, yeah, so you're welcome to check this out. So this is probably a good one to show you the depth. So this is Jameson's camera bag. And yep. So how
they're shorter than ours are, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it feels like a lot of space, and honestly it's been plenty, but you do kind of spread out long ways instead of...
That makes sense. Yep. Yeah. Depth.
This is going to be similar. This is where, you know, like the radio is. Jameson keeps some, like his drone there, or little cameras that we throw up for the dogs, and that's that. You do get this storage down here below. You guys have this, right?
We have a storage like that,
okay.
Yeah.
A little bit of under the couch storage. And then under this guy, you get two. So, they're just kind of stuffed down there right now, but there's a little compartment there, a little compartment there on that side. Same thing.
Is there anything under these, like the cushions or whatnot?
No, we don't have. So this is where the furnace is, right, Jim? Yeah. So the furnace stuff is under there. So you have the intake and then the little, what do you call it?
Output?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where it goes in and out and it makes it warm.
That's perfect.
And then of course this goes down, and this goes down pretty much every night. This is Dublin's big bed.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so it goes down to make a couch, and then Dubby sleeps there at night.
So if you guys do this nightly, it must be pretty easy to do.
It is, yeah. Okay. So it's just a matter of like pulling these little guys out, and then pushing the table down, and throwing a cushion.
I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Because it's so much faster than the Globetrotter was. The Globetrotter had 2 legs that you had to take out and pull off and do all that. So this, you don't have to do any of that. You just unlatch it and it drops.
Oh, nice.
And you press that way, and that's it.
Oh, that is really cool.
And you just throw the extra pad that we have. There you go.
I love that. So ours is even electronic. In our Airstream, you literally just have to press a button to put it down.
Yeah.
But because we have, our table is a little bit bigger, like is in like maybe depth. But we put stuff underneath it to store it. So it's a pain in the butt to get all that stuff out. Then you press the button, then you have to pull out the pads, then you have to pull off these side cushions to make it long enough. So we almost never do that. I think we've done it twice. Maybe in the past 2.5 years that we've lived in it. Because it takes like 15 minutes to do. And if it's 15 minutes to get it down, 15 minutes to get it up in the morning, like it's just a pain in the butt. So that is really nice that it's that easy.
Yeah, and it's a great big space, and there are even times when it's kind of fun. I don't know why, but it's kind of fun to just leave that like that.
Okay.
And we'll just like chill on the couch for like a lazy dinner, you know, like you have a table space.
Oh yeah.
Because one thing this doesn't have, which I think is worth noting, is there's nothing back here. So a lot of the models will have a sort of like landing space behind the couches.
Okay.
So that gives you somewhere to just like put a drink back here, or maybe you're decorating behind the couch. But this one doesn't have that, so it's nice to just be able to take this cushion off and use the table, but still kind of lounge.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Dash, what do you think? You seem pretty excited about this space. Well, one thing I would think, like at least for us, is that floor space is minimal, and y'all still have minimal floor space in the front here. But this is an easy, fun place to play with Dash.
Okay, cool.
That's safe, which is really, because cushioned. Like, because right now we play a lot on our back couch, but it's like, what, this deep? And so, because he's so mobile and constantly trying to move around, like, you have to watch him 24/7. And granted, you would still obviously need to watch your baby 24/7 when he was up here, because there's a ledge to fall off of. But, like, when he's, like, playing and wants to stand up, which I'm pretty sure he's about to try to do, at least when he falls back, it's going to be cushioned, and there's more space to make that happen.
Right. Yeah, that's a great point, because one of the things I'm most worried about was, like, tummy time.
This is a perfect tummy time spot.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's hard enough that it's not, like, too cushy, because that's why they don't want you to put him on the bed. I think that this spot is, like, super perfect.
Cool.
What do you think, Dash? Do you like it?
Found some buttons.
I mean, life goal, buttons and lights right now. Okay, dude, you ready to find out about the kitchen? I know you don't care about the kitchen, but Mommy does. Hey, what you doing? Are you looking out those big pretty windows? Yeah. Okay, so far we really like this Airstream, don't we, dude? You like it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so pretty standard. We do have the nice, is it Furrion? I never know how to say it, but.
That sounds good to me.
Yep. So the 3-burner stovetop, which is great.
Did it come with these grates?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Ours didn't come with grates at all.
Oh, really? You added them?
We added them.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yep, so that's been great. And then we do have the oven option, which we did not have previously, and actually we've really enjoyed having an oven. So we've got the oven. It is small. My sister, actually, I'll show you. My sister got us this tiny muffin pan because at Thanksgiving I was trying to bake, and I was like, actually, I'm just gonna have to bring this all over to your house because my pan won't fit in the oven.
Right.
And so when we got there, she had this baby
muffin pan.
And then we do have a regular microwave, so great. This space is perfect. Like, we haven't felt that we needed more countertop here.
Good.
And then maybe I can show you the cabinets.
Please.
Alright, so, and sorry, do you want to do this later, the cabinets, or do you want to do it now?
No,
okay.
perfect.
Okay, so we've got, you know, just our plates and bowls and things, and then we kind of stack between glass and plastic. We do travel with a lot of, like, ceramics and stuff, so it's not, you know, just all the non-breakables.
Yep.
And then this one's where we keep all of our mugs. We have way too many cups.
Y'all have a gazillion mugs.
I know. And somehow we use them all.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have like a big salad stackable bowl back there, and then just some coffee mugs. And then one thing that we did that we've really enjoyed is we put in this little like baby grass stuff.
Oh, yeah, like what you would usually use to, like, put bottles on. Okay.
Like a little bottle drying rack. So, that's been nice because we really wanted to travel with stuff from home. We didn't want to just go buy all, like, campy materials that wouldn't break on the road.
Yeah.
So that was our solve, and it's actually worked really well.
That's smart.
Yeah. And then over here, more cups.
Okay, for just the two of you, you have a lot of cups.
We do. Yeah, and it's kind of fun, like, with friends, because we have some little sets of things that are colorful, so it's kind of fun to just have, like, the little stackables.
Okay.
But somehow we use all of those cups.
Hey, I'm all about, you know, it's perfectly fine to have multiples of things if they bring you joy. It sounds like these bring you joy.
They do. We're gonna stick with that for now. And apparently we love green. Like, all of our little Yetis and water cups are green.
All right, there you go.
So there we are. Sink is good. It's smaller. Is y'all sink bigger?
Our sink is bigger than this. So what we find with our big sink, though, is that dishes stack up in there, and then we wait to clean them. Do you guys actually do the dishes sooner rather than later with a smaller sink?
No,
That's
we don't.
fine.
It happens just as much, but then it's this whole process of, like, we're going to take all the dirty dishes out and then, like, one by one figure out how to tackle this mess.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, and then under here we have the trash can.
Okay, let's see this, because this is one of my Airstream complaints.
It's the standard tiny trash can.
Okay.
So that's where we just keep some cutting boards and things, drying rack, sponge, and the classic baby trash can.
And it has the cutout. But I mean, and there's a thing underneath there. So technically you couldn't put 2 trash cans under there. It wouldn't fit.
Definitely not.
Okay, that's okay.
Yep. What are you guys, do you stick with that, or do you have any solves for?
No, we do not have solves for this.
Yeah.
What we have done because of Dash is we have a diaper pail. That's really great, and it's actually silver, so it matches Airstream, and it kind of doesn't look bad, which I really like, and it does keep the smells in, which is is fantastic. It's called an Ubi. Not sponsored, just love this little thing.
Good to know.
So that we have added since Dash came along, but we still complain about the trash can. I feel like the trash can is a major Airstream complaint. If you happen to have a good solve for this, whether you're in an Airstream or any other kind of RV, and it's not the outdoor trash can because we tried that and it just doesn't work for us, leave a comment below and tell us about it, because that would like make our lives a lot better if we could solve for this trash can problem.
It's a struggle. And we're just going through so many bags that are not full, right? Because
Right.
then you're like, do I just leave this out and like in the hallway by the door until it's full? Or
It
do we
feels
just
wasteful.
get this out of the way?
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
That's
so
a challenge.
no love, but I mean that's just an Airstream problem in general.
yes, agree. Great fridge. Our last one was like one shelf smaller, I think.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Is this the same one that you guys have right now?
Yeah, it's real similar.
Yep, so it's good. You can take a peek. It's not really camera ready, but go for it.
That's okay. Yeah, this is similar to our fridge. It's not the exact same one, but it looks similar.
Okay.
As far as size.
Gotcha.
Maybe it might be even a little bit bigger.
And I think we are just like not prepping meals lately because our freezer feels like it's always just full to the brim.
Yeah.
So, and do you guys have this? That's probably an us thing.
No, it's not a you thing. One of the things that Daniel does when we have the frost is he will literally pull everything out of our freezer and defrost it and like get that done. I think it's just because the temperature changes on a regular basis and it creates that.
The moving?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So it's just something that, again, if this doesn't happen to you and we just have our temperature set wrong on our refrigerators or freezers, let us know. But we have that exact same problem.
Okay, gotcha. We keep our dog bowls here. This might not be wise because that's also where the fuse box is.
Okay, yep, I can see how that could be problematic.
Yeah, so water bowl, fuse box, I don't know.
All of those things. Okay, so do you have a pantry?
Yes. Yep. So this is our pantry.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is small. I will say this has been something where we're like, whoo, okay, what are we gonna do with that?
Okay.
But it has been fine. So so it's small, kind of like going in, but then there's a little bit of
Side
kind of
space.
right, and then depth.
To be honest, I think that this pantry is probably bigger than ours.
Really?
So we have a pull-out pantry, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But it's thin, right? And so because this is deeper, I can already tell that this would fit more food than what our pull-out pantry does. And we have to keep food also in these sections in our Airstream because of that. Because our pantry just isn't anywhere near big enough.
Okay, gotcha.
And then are these as deep as the back?
I love these drawers, I'll say that. So this is where I just keep all the spices, just super nifty, next to like our cooking space.
I love that.
Yep, and that's been really nice. And then next, I mean, they're all just like these nice big drawers. So this is kind of just like a grab snack. So usually we'll keep like protein bars or whatever. Or like Jameson's a big sucker for sweet stuff.
Okay.
So that's where all his little candies will go when we have them.
I love it.
And then this is just like, we haven't totally organized or used the space well yet, but it's just stuff we needed a place for. So, but that to say, like, there's plenty. I mean, even though some places feel small, there's plenty of places to put things.
Well, I think one of the things that stands out to me when looking through all of your drawers and being totally creepy is that y'all have extra space.
Right.
Like, you could easily add containers in here and make even more space. And that's always a good sign when you're looking at storage. So I do think that there's more storage in here than there is in the Classic.
Okay, very cool. Good to know.
Don't get me wrong, it's not going to fit my running stroller in here, but like other stuff in general.
I don't know. You can get creative. There's another closet, right?
Okay, so show us that.
Yeah, okay. So there are 2 closets in here. So you have a pantry, a dedicated pantry, and you have 2 closets in this space. So they're both hanging closets. So there's room to hang clothes, and that's pretty much all we do with it.
Okay.
Traveling with too many clothes right now. They're clothes in both closets. They're clothes under the bed, above the bed. Like,
okay.
It's a lot of clothes right now. But it is nice that there's that space. So to your point, we definitely have extra space that we're not utilizing super well right now. So we've got a nice big closet here, and again, it's going to be a deep closet, so you've got that space to kind of put things back there that are not maybe every day.
One of the things that we did in our Airstream is in our closet, we built custom shelves to create even more functional space here. So you could do that here as well.
Nice.
And just fold these clothes.
Yeah, just, or even take a lot of them out and then have the extra storage space.
Yep, absolutely.
That makes sense. Nice. And then same thing here. So these are nice big drawers. Junk drawer.
Totally fair.
kind of just like,
Okay.
yeah, containers and things. This is a nice deep drawer, so we keep our kettle and like all the coffee stuff.
and tea drawer.
Yes, yeah. So this is kind of like that for now.
I love it.
And then pots and pans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dash, are you excited about the coffee and tea drawer? Yes, I love it.
All the fun.
So with baby on the way, there are some plans that you guys have to modify your Airstream in this area.
Yes.
Talk to me about them.
Yeah, they're all a brainstorm right now, so maybe we're crazy, but what we want to do, something we really want to do that we're like, meh, what would you say, Jim, 90% sure about, is adding a washer-dryer combo. So we don't love going to the laundromat. A lot of the places we stay locally in Dallas, they don't have an on-site laundry.
Okay.
So we do end up going out to town to the laundromat a lot, and it's just something I don't like making time for. And
reasonable.
yeah, I don't like dealing with the other smells from other people's detergents, and I'm just over it. So the idea is to add a washer-dryer combo right here. And the intention with that is that we would add an additional, counter space right here. And this could be super multifunctional. So it could be like a changing table, or maybe it's where we keep some baby stuff. We don't really know. We'll have to get the tips from you on what baby stuff we actually need out and about. But yeah, we could potentially use this as a changing table, and then think about it. Blowout happens, or like a vomit situation. Put baby on changing table. Take clothes off. Rinse. Throw in washer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that could be, this is a nice space, a nice long bench seat, but I think it could be better utilized as a washer dryer.
So if you do the washer dryer, obviously that won't take up this whole area.
Right.
Do you want to keep bench seat like on the part that it doesn't take up?
And that's where actually we could use some input. So Jamie and I are house divided on this one.
Okay, hold on, Jamie, come jump in here.
Yeah.
Tell us about what your thought is versus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this goes into what we'll share about what we're thinking about repurposing the office for. And if we were to repurpose the office, what we could do is just make this a full counter and essentially create a desk space out of the other side of the bench seat.
Right.
So if that is no longer an office in the full capacity, or even like partial capacity, this could become washer dryer, countertop, changing table, desk, and office space.
Yes.
And Jameson thinks.
Well, are you talking about the fact that I think that we couldn't do something here because of the furnace?
There's that, but also you don't want, he's like, less is better, less change the better, which is probably fair. We don't know what we need yet, and I'm like, let's rip it all out. Let's try it.
Yeah, I'm definitely more hesitant on making changes to a brand new rig.
Right, which is fair.
So, the conservative approach for me is to just do the washer and dryer and see if we can make the office double as an Airstream and an office.
Without making all the changes. So I'm team, like, let's just make this the desk, and then we'll talk about what we'll do back there. Yeah. But we're aligned on the washer dryer right here, so that's probably a go. You guys ready to see the office? Alright, so I'm just going to kind of like get back here and show you. It's pretty roomy. I'm 30 weeks pregnant, so I'm taking up more room than I usually do, and there's quite a lot of space here. So something that I think is great, this is a large whiteboard, so it kind of shows you, I wish I knew how big it was, but I don't top of mind, but it kind of shows you like the depth of this room. And then you do have a little seat back here that rolls out into a bed. And then just a ginormous desk space. More desk than anybody really needs, unless you've got like 3 monitors set up. So that's been really nice. And then to Lauren's point earlier, just the opportunity to kind of back into the view and enjoy that back end space. You have 2 windows that are kind of at eye level here. So oftentimes, especially when we're in Dallas, we have some great local spots that are on the lake. So oftentimes we'll be working back here all day, but you have lake views out of all of these windows, and it's just so refreshing. A really nice kind of change of pace. There's even room for this ginormous coffee machine, which we'll probably kick whenever Ben comes and we figure out what to do with this space. But just to show you, like, you can pretty much do whatever you want with this desk space, and it'll work for you. It came with this chair. This is actually super comfy. I don't know what it is, but it's very comfortable. It has a little bit of give to it. It, goes up and down. It works. And you can even secure it. So if you're worried about it rolling all around, they give you a nifty little seat belt for your chair, which is helpful for move day.
So, yeah, show us some of the storage in here.
Okay.
It looks like there's a lot.
Yeah, and this is where I'd love y'all's opinion on how much baby storage do you actually need, right? So we have a lot back here, and we could potentially take some out if the space is more important than the storage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a nice overhead compartment.
You'll have space for games right now.
Yeah. So this is our game space right now.
Okay.
And then just some fun little stuff that we've been given for baby coming up. So this is where we're keeping that right now.
Love.
Imagine we'll need more space than that for
Yep, definitely.
And then there's a whole nother closet. So we do have, in addition to this hanging closet, we have this one here. Again, just like overrun with clothes right now. Mm-hmm. And then we put towels and blankets kind of shoved under the clothes. But there's a great little drawer space that we throw rags, that sort of thing. There's an additional sort of like
more guest space.
Yep. So if you need, I don't know, maybe it's your lunch table.
Yeah.
Maybe it's where you're keeping your coffee while you're working. And then we have some really deep drawers here. So there's a nice, and this is like Jameson's. And then we have some books here. And then I keep my stuff here. So same idea. It was too humid. This kept falling off this morning. So, but they're little. Usually keep that there, but it kept falling off. So these are really great drawers. We really like that and feel organized. This just pops out to help you create a bed space. So this will kind of do a whole thing.
So what are you thinking about with the baby bed?
Okay, again, we're divided on this, which is why we haven't moved. We've got 10 weeks to get this space figured out. And
if you're lucky, I was 2 weeks early, so.
Yeah, so we need to make some decisions. So what we're thinking, well, my idea, I'll go with that first. My idea is to cut the desk.
Okay.
So I want to maybe just take this portion of the desk and then we'll raise it up and sort of like give it a hinge. So when, we need the space, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm most worried about space.
Yep.
So if I can create floor space in here and just like baby room, then that's what I would like to do. So
what do you think about that, Dash? Questionable?
You don't know? Not so sure?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just very undecided. One thing, I mean, I do like the idea of just cutting the desk
and then it folds up, so
in
you
the open
use it when
space.
you need it.
Now, I was talking to Randy from Zephyr Travels.
Okay.
And he was talking about basically instead of hinging it up this way, just hinge it down.
So we're
towards
not
the wall.
working against gravity.
Yeah, and then you so I think it's easier if you just cut it in the middle and you can hinge it, but
and then you have floor space.
Yeah, because the other option was to take out some of these, some of the cabinetry or take out this back bench.
Oh no, I'm still team rip everything out. So, so the thought is for me, it's cut the desk, fold it up, have the floor space. Take this out. This is unnecessary. And then all of a sudden you have this room, so you can lay out a mat. Maybe there's room for like a tiny, tiny glider, like a place to rock, So
I think she's dreaming.
I think I'm dreaming too. But we'll just see what we need, I guess, as we go.
But regardless, I think it is plenty of space for, a crib. We just might have to make a slight modification to make that fit.
Okay, Jameson, tell us about the bathroom.
Come on in. It's great. We've got a toilet. It's ceramic, and it's macerating. So what's unique about that is that you don't have the push pedal for the foot. You've got some buttons over here that it basically, a macerating toilet, if you don't know it, it grinds everything up. And then it goes down a pipe into the black tank. You've got a shower that has...
Oh, no, wait a second. Open up that hood and press that button. I want to know.
Okay, let's demo. I think it's clean enough. So you press the button. You've got a couple options. So if you want to press it and grind it with water, you could press it and flush without water, and then you can fill the bowl. I mean, it's pretty amazing. The best part about it is you honestly feel like, things aren't going to get clogged because it gets ground up. It's pretty nice. So before I go to the shower, you have a pretty small sink, and then you have a mirror that in our Globetrotter, we had a much larger mirror. I don't think we've had much of an issue having a small mirror. It's just different. You do have a big mirror over here on the door. But that folds away. And you've got a towel hook here. Storage under the sink. That it works. I can't say it's my favorite, but it does work. And you've got a window here if you want to let some natural light in. And if you want to allow other people to see you do your business. I don't suggest that. And then a shower that is more spacious than our Globetrotter. And this door is interesting. It's like technically a squeegee door, so it's like this plastic material that as it comes back, it's supposed to squeegee the water off. We've got a hook here that we typically hang our laundry and or towels on. Our laundry's a little too heavy, so eventually over time it'll drop that hook. So once it's time to do laundry, we can't hang it on the hook. We got a towel rack here, and then that's really it. So I will say, like I said, it's tough to fit 2 people in here. So when one person is getting ready, and maybe you want to take a shower, or Dev's doing her hair, right? And I want to take a shower. Well, that's going to create humidity. That causes an issue, and this vent is not going to get it all out as much as possible. So, you give and take a little bit, but for the most part, we do enjoy it.
What do you think? Do you like it? Yeah? You're definitely drooling all over it. This is what y'all have to look forward to. One of the things I love about the idea of moving over to this rig is at the end of the day, it's still an Airstream, right? So most of your maintenance and all that kind of stuff is going to be similar. But because we're in a Classic, there's a lot of automations that I'm assuming we probably don't get with this.
Right.
So talk to me about what outside setup is like. Like when you want to set up your awning, is that automatic? What about your stable jacks?
It's pretty
That
much
is not what the word is. Your stabilizers. Talk to me about your stabilizers. Is that like all, how does that work?
Well, okay, the awning is not automatic, so it's all manual, which is different from what we had on the Globetrotter.
Okay.
And it's a project.
It is definitely more work, obviously, than pressing a button.
Yeah.
But our stabilizer jacks, funny story.
No. Just don't tell
I
me.
don't, it's honest. Our stabilizer jacks, funny story. We don't have any.
Okay, that's not supposed to be. What do you mean you don't have any?
So we got home from picking up the rig, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go, and I think I was gonna film it. I was like, I'm gonna go set up our stabilizer jacks for the first time manually, because in the Globetrotter.
Because you are supposed to have
yes.
these.
I'm
Yeah.
So
supposed
they are
to.
manual.
Yes, they are manual.
When you get
When
them?
I get them.
What?
We don't have them.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I'm like, all right, where are they? And they're gone. Not there.
Not just gone, they never were.
They never were.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so-
So a little bit of manufacturing
Yes.
issue.
Passed through
Yes.
manufacturing, the dealerships, and us, unfortunately, in the walkthrough.
Yeah.
There was a moment where the guy was like, you guys can get under there and check everything out. And we're like, second one, it's down there, it's fine. Like, let's just wrap this tour up.
Yeah.
And we took it home without stabilizing jacks.
Okay, but it's Airstream. They're gonna fix it.
Yes.
Yeah, they're going to fix
Okay, that's a win. That's a win. So that's manual. The
Manual.
awning is manual.
Yep.
Is there anything else I wouldn't think of?
Other than that, we just don't have, it's much more simple. I like to say it's more utilitarian.
Okay, sure.
You don't
So,
get all the fixings.
Yeah, you don't get all the fixings, you don't get all the accent lighting.
Yeah.
It's just very straightforward, but, feels good, quality.
Okay.
I like that it's open. It feels more open and spacious.
Yep.
It is simpler, but it's nice. We like it. I
Yes.
think the function of it suits us better now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there's certainly things that we miss from the Globetrotter, but as a whole, the pros certainly outweigh the cons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And especially with having a little one on the way,
Exactly.
I can see how this rig would be totally functional,
Yeah.
even though we would be missing some of the less utilitarian things that we have
Creature
in our
comforts.
classic. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, I really appreciate y'all showing us around.
Thank you guys
This
for
was
coming.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming over.
So I feel like the most logical next step here is for y'all to come tour our rig.
Absolutely.
I think we would love that.
And we can show you how we've set things up for Little Dash Man.
Yes.
And maybe y'all can get some ideas for what you want to do next.
Yep, I love
That
it.
would be perfect.
Okay, so that video is coming soon. And what's great about that video is y'all need to head over to Outdoors In to their channel to check it out. So make sure you can jump over there. We'll add the link here or here or here to their channel so that you can like and subscribe, and you'll get a notification when the tour of our rig comes out coming soon. And we're also gonna talk about some baby Q&A.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, we need to know all the things. So
We
we're
have
excited.
a lot of questions.
Yep.
Everything about life, living in an Airstream with a baby, and then, well, eventually, man, they get to not be not so baby really, really fast. So that's the thing. All right, friend. Well, until next time, make sure to check out their channel. And as always, wander local. Because as you know, it's good for the soul.